Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Katie, and today I have my very first empties video. So if you are interested in makeup and reviews on some of these products, just keep on watching. Okay, so I have quite a few products today. This is the first empties video I have finished, mostly just because when I finish something, I just forget and throw things away, and I don't really like to have hang on to my trash and things, but I find these videos interesting to watch, and I think you get good reviews on products because people have finished them all the way up. So yeah, I thought I would film one. The first product I have is a lip balm, and this is the Nivea Mint and Minerals Lip Care. It looks like this. And I have finished this up completely. This is one of my favorite lip balms. I like to always have one on my bedside table. And yeah, it's just really nice and moisturizing, and I would definitely recommend this. And I've definitely repurchased these over and over again. The next thing I have is another lip balm. This is the container from the Fresh Sugar Coconut Hydrating Lip Balm, which I definitely loved, and I did finish that, but I actually repurposed the container and put a Tarte lip balm in it. It was kind of like a Lip Surgeon's tinted lip balm, and it was pink. So I finished up the original product plus another one that I used the container for. I would definitely recommend the Fresh Sugar lip balms. I loved it. It's just so pricey for a lip balm, but at the same time, I mean, I used it all up and really enjoyed it. This one is in coconut, and I also want to try the one in caramel. This is what the packaging looks like, and you can find it at Sephora. So yeah, I definitely recommend that if you're looking for one. Again, this is something I kept in my bedside table. And then the Tarte lip balm was just okay. It didn't really feel like it healed my lips, but it felt nice on my lips, and it gave it a little bit of a tint. But because it was so soft and it was a stick product, it broke off, and that's why I had to put it in this container. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. The next product I have is a Clinique Eye Cream. And it is their All About Eyes cream, and it says it reduces circles and puffs. This is just a mini size, but this is my favorite eye cream, and I have repurchased this over and over again. Unfortunately, the last time I purchased it, I got the wrong one. There's one that's in pretty similar packaging, but it's called Rich, so it's a different texture. But this one is more like a gel. And again, you can get this at Sephora. I really like it. I use it almost every morning. It really does help to depuff my under eyes, which is what I like about it. It makes it look more awake, and it feels really nice and moisturizing. I don't really think it gets rid of your dark circles, but I like it for depuffing for sure and moisturizing. So again, this is something I would definitely recommend. The next two things are products that I used up in my year-long project pan. The first being this white eyeliner from Ulta. It's so tiny, there's like nothing left. But I did like this. I used it in my waterline, and it was pretty decent. I don't think I would really buy it again, just because of the form that it's in. It's a little bit stiff. I prefer the eyeliners from Essence, and they're really affordable and more creamy. But overall, I did like this. I used it all up. The next one is an eyeliner from Colourpop, and it's one of their cream gel liners. And this is in the shade Mr. Bing. This was a Kathleen Lights collab. I really like the color of this. It's like a kind of a warm shade of brown, but I don't know, I wouldn't, for some reason, I've had other eyeliners from Colourpop that I've liked, but some of them tend to dry out quicker than others. This one got pretty dry and it was pretty hard to draw on after that, and then it kept breaking off just because it got so dry. So again, I like the color. I wouldn't buy this again, but I don't know. It's pretty affordable, and I really like some of the fun colors that they have, especially for the waterline, but this particular shade I wouldn't purchase again. Next, I have a couple eyebrow products. The first is the Benefit Give Me Brow, and this was just a sample size, and mine was in the shade 3. Again, you can get the full size or probably even minis at Ulta or Sephora. I enjoyed this. I probably, again, wouldn't repurchase. I have another sample left, but it's pretty expensive, and I would probably just, again, buy the Essence Tinted Brow Gel. Right now, I have one from Anastasia that I'm really enjoying, too. So, I mean, if you're looking for a brow gel, it's not bad. But again, I think you can get something cheaper that works almost just as well. The next product is another one from Colourpop, and it's the Colourpop Brow Pencil. I had mine in the shade Dark Brown. I loved this brow pencil. I would definitely repurchase. I like it almost as well as my Anastasia one, which is saying something because that's like my favorite pencil. And this again is quite a bit cheaper than the Anastasia one. So I could definitely see myself purchasing this again. The spoolie did come off, but I keep my brow pencils for so long because I don't use them up quickly that every single brow pencil I have, the spoolie end always comes off before I finish it. But I just make it work anyway, and I still use the spoolie. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this for an affordable brow pencil. The next item I have is a concealer. This was also in my project pan, and this is from Maybelline. It is the all of the packaging is pretty much worn off, but it's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I had mine in the shade 10 Light. I do like this concealer. I probably would repurchase it. The shade I have is a little bit dark for me. So if I were to repurchase it, it would have to be in a lighter shade. I don't know if this is the lightest shade or not, but it's a really nice sort of lightweight, like medium coverage. It's not super full coverage, but it looks really nice. It's pretty affordable. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Next, I have a couple of primers. The first one is an Hourglass. Again, this is just a mini size. And this is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And it has SPF 15. I really enjoyed this for the summer months. It's not really hydrating enough for me in the winter months because I do have dry skin. It's a pretty nice primer, but I think it's very, very expensive for what it is. So again, this is not something I would purchase the full size of or even the mini of. I just think you can get similar effects for much less money. I really enjoy the Ordinary primer. It's like high silicone primer or something, and that's only like $6. And again, you can get that at Sephora. So I like trying this out. I wouldn't purchase it. The next primer I have is a Tarte primer. It's called Tarte Brighter Days. I cut it open so I could get the last bit out. Again, it was in my project pan. I really, really enjoyed this primer. Again, I think you can get really decent primers for the most part at the drugstore, especially for what this is. It's just a glowy primer. So before repurchasing this one, I definitely want to try a more glowy primer from the drugstore. But I really, really enjoyed that. And since I have finished it, I have been missing having a glowy primer. So it's something I really like to have in my collection. Just with my dry skin, it looks really nice under my foundation. So this is a maybe, but I think you can find pretty decent glowy primers at the drugstore again, so that's something I don't think you have to splurge on. Okay, the next thing I have is mascaras. I have 3 for you. I have 2 from L'Oreal. The first one was the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. It's kind of a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. People raved about this, and I wanted to try it because I love the Too Faced version, but the Too Faced is pretty expensive. And guys, I was so disappointed in this. It just wasn't very good. I definitely prefer the Too Faced one, and I wouldn't repurchase this. I would repurchase a mini of the Too Faced because the mini lasts me 3 months, and after that you should really throw a mascara away anyway. And a mini is about the same price as this mascara. This dried out really quickly. It got really clumpy, really messy. I did not like it. So that is my thoughts on this. The next one is another L'Oreal mascara, and this is called the Unlimited one. I bought this because it was like buy one, get one half off or something, and this just looked interesting to me. And I like to have a couple mascaras for different looks. So this one is Rubble Bristles, and I liked this one better than the other one. This one's more lengthening and separating, which I like to have like a lengthening, separating, and then one for volume. So this has a purpose in my collection. I like it. It has this feature where the handle moves, so you can use it like this or like that. You're supposed to use it bent to do lengthening and get like really up close to your lashes, and then straight for volume or something. I don't really know. I used it both ways usually when I did it, and I liked it. I would see myself maybe repurchasing, but there's some other mascaras that do sort of the same thing I like better. I like the Maybelline Supersizer, and there's one in like a green tube that I really like. I can't remember what it is, but overall this was decent. The next one I have is a sample of Benefit's Bad Gal Bang. I really love this mascara. I would definitely purchase this again. But again, when I buy high-end mascaras, I'm figuring out that like I don't need to purchase a full size because the mini lasts just as long. But I really like this. I also really like Benefit's Roller Lash. I would definitely buy a mini of this again. This is what the brush looks like. It's just really lengthening. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about that, and I would definitely recommend that. The last product I have is my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is the first eyeshadow primer I've ever had. It lasted me so many years. There's still just a teeny tiny bit left, but I'm gonna have to cut it open soon. I'm barely getting anything, so I thought I would throw it in this empties. Again, I think it's really good. I ended up getting a small like freebie size with a Sephora order, so I'm definitely gonna use that. Again, I think it's something that I would like to try to find a drugstore eye primer. I've heard of some good ones. I've heard like the Milani one's good. Maybe an e.l.f., just some different ones. So I don't know, before I repurchased a full size of this, which lasts forever, so it really is sort of worth the money. But I would definitely look for something at the drugstore, but overall, if you're looking for one, I really would recommend this. Okay guys, I am finished talking. I feel like I was rambling a lot, but I had a lot to cover. So that covers it for my first empties video. If you like videos like this, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I'll do more of these in the future if you enjoyed them. So yeah, that's all I have for today, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.